Hey guys, James Reeves with TFBTV. We are at Industry Day at the Range, SHOT Show 2022. I'm here at the Standard Manufacturing booth with Lewis. Been a couple of years since I've had Lewis on the program.
Good to see you again.
You guys, Standard Manufacturing, well known for your shotguns, and you're still doing that, right?
Right.
But this year, the newest gun is actually a pistol. You guys are making a modular pistol system, correct?
Right. We're making a semi-automatic striker-fired gun, as you see here, called the SG-9. And what makes this gun novel and much different than a lot of other things is that it uses a 4140 solid machine block of steel for the chassis. And when I take this gun apart, as you will see, again, I apologize, my hands are cold.
Hey, as long as you're not touching me, I don't care.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
You heard it.
And this is how it comes apart. Again, very simple, very easy to disassemble and reassemble. You can see we're out here in the desert. It's really cold out. My hands are cold, and I took it apart no problem. What makes this gun much different than everything else that we've seen is that it's got a very low bore axis on it because it uses the whole mechanism is alongside the firing pin system, so it gets it down nice and low, very, very smooth firing, very little amount of felt recoil. On top of that, the gun slides on this big, long, massive bearing surface here, so it keeps everything tight and very accurate to shoot this gun. So to put it back together again, now before I do that, I'll show you exactly what's going on there. So you can see there's probably about 3.5 inches of bearing surface here on either side of the gun, which no other gun that I can think of has anything. So I'm sure there's something out there, but we've seen nothing on there. And on top of that, it's novel for a striker-fired gun because it has a safety. If you don't like the safety, it can be easily removed. Ambidextrous safety. And also the magazine release is ambidextrous. You can flip it around to use it on the other side. Again, it comes apart and goes together very easily.
So obviously, Lewis, polymer framed striker-fired handguns, very popular, very competitive category. Why would I want to go with your new model versus any other polymer frame striker?
Well, I think our design is far superior to a lot of guns that are out there. Again, as you see as we're talking, it's already put back together again. No tools or anything takes it apart. And secondly, what really makes this gun above and beyond anything else that's out there is a cost is of no object. And again, you've seen chassis of stamped steel, welded stamped steel. This is machined from a solid block of 4140 steel. It's very rigid, it's very strong, and that's what keeps the whole gun stable in the operation of the gun, and also its reliability, its accuracy, and also the amount of rounds you're going to be able to put through this gun without a problem just because of this solid core of steel, 4140 steel, as I said. It's completely made in New Britain, Connecticut, in our factory. We make the barrel in-house. We mold the frame in-house from glass reinforced polymer, and all the major components are made in-house. And I also want to call to your attention the fact that it uses standard dovetail mounts. If you don't like the mounts around there, you want to put a night sight on there and so forth. That is easily accomplished by anybody that really...
What's the sight footprint?
I beg your pardon?
What's the sight footprint? Like, what kind of sights? Are they Glock sights? Are they SIG sights?
They're just standard Novak dovetails, as you can see. And secondly, now that we're talking about the sights, we also offer a model that has the machine pocket in there, so you can put the halo sights on that are very popular. This happens to be the Romeo sights, I believe. But so there's a couple options. Again, you can use any standard dovetail, a Novak dovetail sight on that gun.
What sizes are these going to come in, and what calibers initially? I assume 9mm, but you're going to make a full size and a compact, or?
Right now, we're offering this full-size model with a 4-inch barrel and 9mm. Eventually, we're looking at other, 40 and 45s and some other things, and 357 SIG and so forth. But right now, all we are coming out with now is the 9mm. That seems to be the most popular, caliber out there that everybody wants. And also, while I'm on the subject, it also has a cocking indicator on the back of the gun. So it's completely ambidextrous. Again, if you don't like the safety on there, again, we've seen very few striker-fired guns that have a safety on there. This one has it. Get it from both sides. The slide lock from both sides. As I mentioned, the magazine release on both sides. You can flip it around. But the biggest thing is, if you don't like the safety on there, you can just easily remove it.
Yourself, at home.
Correct.
Now, magazine compatibility. What kind of mags are we using? Are they proprietary?
Yeah, at this point it's proprietary, but it's an 18+1 magazine that we have in there.
Okay, so the full size will be 18+1 capacity, but you guys are manufacturing the magazines, no magazine compatibility with other
we're
manufacturers.
outsourcing the magazine to someone who makes the magazines for a lot of other gun makers as well. We do not make the magazines in-house, that I can tell you.
Okay, but they will be your own magazine for this gun.
Pretty much.
Lewis, when is this going to come out, and how much is it going to cost?
We hope to get the gun out in the next 90 days and putting the final touches and everything. And secondly, the price is going to start at $649.
Lewis, thanks a ton for having us. Guys, we're going to bring you more SHOT Show Industry Day at the Range 2022. Thanks again to Standard Manufacturing. Stay tuned.